Hey, this is Charles Johnson, and this is video number 3 of our 3 video series called Created to Prosper, 3 ways to manifest your brilliant abundance. Now, this is, like I said, this is video 3. If you haven't watched video 2, actually go back and watch it, and if you hadn't watched 1, go back and watch that one as well. But this is video 3. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about discovering the enemies that's in our daily routine. Discovering the enemies that's in our daily routine and how to remove them. Okay? Now, all of us have a daily routine, something that we do every day without thinking about it. Tony Robbins, he calls it our standard. There are some others that call it our rituals. It's just things that we do. And those things are how we set up our life, how our life runs. Our life runs based upon our habits. Our life runs based upon the things that we don't even think about anymore. So what I'm asking you to do in this video is to contemplate some of your habits. Contemplate your standards or your rituals and see if those habits, standards, or rituals are actually of service to you anymore. Are they really getting you where you want to go? Especially given the fact that these rituals, standards, and habits are forming your life. For example, I had a habit of watching the news. I would watch the news at 6 o'clock, 6:30, 11 o'clock, 11:30, and sometimes in between. I had no idea that I was being programmed. I was being programmed because on the news, typically all you find are murders and fear and disease and war. And so I was taking these things in, and it became a habit for me. It became what I did. But when I realized that it had affected me in such a way where I was in fear versus being in faith, I decided I needed to change that routine. So now what I do is I don't watch the news as much. Really, I only watch the weather and some sports. And if something happens along the way, I might cut it on for a few minutes to see what happened. But as far as it being a part of my daily routine, not anymore. Now, you may not want to go to that extreme, but look at your habits, look at your routines, and see if you are being programmed. That's why they call it television programming. See if you are being programmed. Another habit that I had was that of listening to the radio in my vehicle. Now, there's nothing wrong with listening to the radio. It just depends on what it is you're listening to. Now, I was listening to gospel music. I'm a fan of gospel music, jazz, and hip-hop, and all these different forms of music, but I was being programmed still. Some music was always depressing. Other music was always sometimes degrading. It was several different things. So what I decided to do, I decided to change that habit. So now in my car, I actually have CDs of motivational speakers. I have CDs and audio programs that talks about abundance and prosperity and success. And that's what I listen to in my car. I call my car my mobile classroom. So I encourage you, again, to see what habits that you have and see if they're actually serving you anymore. And then find out other ways to change what it is you're doing. However, in order for you to change, you have to recognize it. So what I'm asking you to do at the end of this video, get out a piece of paper and write down all of the things that you do on a regular basis. If you can put a time to it, put a time to it. So I do this at this time, that at this time. If you can do that, great. But at the very least, write down all the things that you do without even thinking about it. Many of you, you're going to go to work. You've gone that same route so many times, you don't even see it anymore. You don't know where, sometimes you forget how you got from one location to the next. So I'm asking you to be, like Les Brown says, consciously conscious. Think about your habits and then begin to change them. All right? Now, I want to ask you also to email me. Let me know what resonated with you as it relates to this particular video or the series, because we're down to the end of the series now. So send me an email. Let me know what really stuck out to you. If you've got any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to give you some more clarity. All right? Thank you so much for joining me for this series. I'll be talking to you again. I might have a bonus for you. Just maybe. All right? Many blessings to you. I'll talk to you soon.